I'm a nurse by trade, and at the time that I started doing drugs, it was because I was on prescription medication, and I became addicted to prescription painkillers, and did not know that I was addicted to prescription painkillers until the doctor said, "I'm not going to give them to you anymore." So then I went through a withdrawal, and that's when I started using street drugs to get past the withdrawal. And of course, that led my life right into the gutter. You're on the wrong side of town, talking to the wrong sorts of people. You never knew when the task force was going to jump out of a car and throw you on the ground and handcuff you and take you away. You didn't, and I've OD'd 3 times. You didn't know if you were going to live or die with every hit that you took. You didn't know if that was going to be your last one. Oh my, the turning point for me in drugs was that the women that I was running around with that were also addicted were starting to sell their bodies for drugs. I refused to do that. I refused to do that. And I knew that if I didn't do something, it might come to that. So that's when I investigated and found out that there was a methadone program right here in our city. And that's when I sought it out. Well, medicated assisted recovery is exactly that. It's a medication that is governed by a doctor and nurses as far as your dosage and what you need, and it assists you in your recovery off of street drugs. It keeps the cravings away, it keeps you off the street, keeps you out of jail. So it's been the best thing for me since sliced bread. You know, I don't know what I would have done without it. I wouldn't be here talking to you, that's for sure. I've worked this program to the letter, and it has brought me to where I am today. And after being on it just about 14 months, I'm decreasing my milligrams that I'm taking. I'm almost off the program. So I've done terrific. But I've worked the program, how they spelled it out. I've done it to the letter. It's a long, hard road, recovery is. And you have to want it. And there's going to be times when you're going to think to yourself, there's no way I can do this. There's just no way. But there is. You have to kind of stand strong within your own self. You can be a strong person, but there's going to be times you need that extra person. People to talk to. Your peers are the best ones. That's why I have a peer group that I go to with methadone. That's, you know, it's really kept me on the right track. So you have to kind of guide yourself of where you need to be. You have to make sure that you're serious, that this is what you want to do. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And it's not the train getting ready to hit you. It really is a light at the end of the tunnel. But now I'm having to get my life back together, you know, going back to work, working with my colleagues, that they don't look at me like you're on methadone, you know, so that's why I'm trying to decrease and get off to live my life on my own. So I've still got some hurdles that I have to do, but for the most part, I'm well on my way to recovery. No more drugs for me. That's in the past. So you just have to know that you're better than it is, and I am.